Hey, so I'm on my way to a little local market in Playa del Carmen, like DAC market, I think. I just went there for the first time yesterday. But yeah, uh, it's a little disappointing. Like the markets in Playa del Carmen, there's not one like 7 days a week, at least that I've found, in like the town of Playa del Carmen. That's just like an open farmers market. There's not a lot of fruit options, really, it seems like. Pretty much no farmers market. This market I'm going to is like the closest thing that I've found to have really good local fruit. That's more of like a farmers market kind of setting. It's an organic health food store. So I'm gonna go there. I went there yesterday and they have like some yellow pomegranate, and pomegranate is just one of my favorite fruits. It feels like one of the purest, cleanest fruits that I've found, at least in my body and my experience. I just find pomegranate to be so cleansing and pure and delicious. So I'm going back to probably buy like the rest of them. And then I plan on maybe going into Tulum today and just checking that out. I always hear about Tulum. Seems to be more of like an alternative kind of hippie yoga town, and I'm hoping that they'll have more like stalls or vendors or markets as well. And like no coconuts anywhere. I'm so surprised that Playa del Carmen is such like a popular tourist city, and I've been walking around all over the place, and I haven't seen a coconut stall once. I cannot find any fresh green coconuts anywhere. It seems crazy to me. I don't even know how it's possible. Because what I really always want is just like some fresh coconut. And I just can't really find it. That's what I'm up to right now. And I'll maybe get some footage of this little market. If you come to Playa del Carmen, then this is probably going to be one of the markets that you go to often if you're looking for good produce. Okay, just spent $20 at the DAC market. Here's what I got. First, some sapodilla, chipotle, brown sugar fruit, so delicious. They're so ripe and like falling apart right now. Got some like variety sprouts and some spinach. I've been really attracted to greens after this fast. Before the fast, I was not like, the thought of greens kind of made me a little like sick feeling, or like just not appealing. The greens are really appealing to me. I'm like trying all these different greens at the markets, and they just all taste so sweet and delicious and good. Got a whole bunch of pomegranate. I think they're yellow pomegranate. I had one yesterday, and I mean, they taste pretty much just like a regular pomegranate, but yeah, and I thought I was going to spend more money actually than I did. These 6 pomegranates only cost me like $5. I think I was expecting it to be more than that. And then I got some bottled stuff, which I try to avoid doing, but I get so curious about some of this stuff, and I know it's like more wasteful, and I'd rather just not. I know it's unnecessary for sure, but yeah, I get pretty curious and just want to try things. So this is like kefir water. This one's got turmeric. So it's just like bacterial turmeric water. And then they have like a vegan coconut kefir. And they aren't pasteurized. But yeah, anything bottled, try to avoid as much as possible. But not today. First, I'm just gonna drink the liquids. I really just want to try these kefirs and see what that's like. Okay, It's bubbling out. I tried to open it and it like exploded on me. Right away I could just like smell it when I opened it, the alcohol. But it tastes really nice. It's basically a kombucha, but it's just water instead of tea, turmeric water, which I like. I avoid kombucha. I mean, for one, I just don't think it's that great anyways, as like a health thing. I think there's better way just to get probiotics. But I mostly avoid it because of the caffeine in the tea, because kombucha is tea and I'm super sensitive to caffeine, so this is really nice. Just drink all that turmeric water, kefir, and my brain feels really good, and tingly and like relaxed, like I just want to meditate for a little while now. Having to eat these chico zapotes, they're just like falling apart, and they're so darn good. Chico zapote is one of the fruits that I get one of the most excited about when coming to Mexico. They're so sweet. And they're pretty dense and filling. Not as much as like a mame zapote, they're a little juicier. But yeah, they're just so rich, it's crazy. And that happened with my coconut kefir. I was grabbing it off the table just to put it in my bag, and it slipped off the table and rolled and broke. So I guess that meant that I did not need the coconut kefir. Okay, just got off the bus here in Tulum, and yeah, just kind of walking down this long strip of shopping stuff. And right away, I just already feel like I'm enjoying the vibes of this city a little better. I just kind of am enjoying the people that I'm seeing, and all the bikes going everywhere, and actual fruit and coconut stands. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I just kind of been spending too much time in the apartment, feeling weak, and right now I just have a lot of energy, and I'm feeling this desire to like just explore. Yeah, so I just kind of packed a couple pieces of clothing and a couple sarongs and a book, basically. And I don't know if I'm gonna go, I don't know if I'll head back to Playa del Carmen today. Kind of what I have in my head is I'd go check out the beach, which is a little far from town. I mean, much further than where I'm at in Playa del Carmen anyways. And yeah, maybe just like station up there and see what happens. Maybe I'll spend the night at the beach if it seems like a plausible thing. So this is the spinach that I got from the DAC market, and I didn't even think about it, you know, being like more fully grown. I don't know, it seems way more potent. Definitely not, it's a little more bitter, which it still tastes good to me, but I just tried to eat a handful of it and it like created this weird gelatinous thing in my mouth. Like it was just producing this weird thick fluid in my mouth. I was like, I don't want to swallow that. So I think I'm probably not gonna eat this spinach. Okay, I'm walking towards a beach near Tulum, Playa Ruinas. It's like a beach that has a couple of like Mayan ruin structures. It's like an hour away from where I got dropped off in Tulum, so I'm just taking a nice little walk. Sorry if it's loud. I'm walking down the highway to get there. Which is really nice. They have this nice little like walk and bike path down this like whole highway. Makes it really convenient. But yeah, I've just got my backpack with a few things, And yeah, this just feels really good for me. Like, this kind of feels more of some pure essence of who I am, and this persona is just like this want to wander and get lost. Like, I've never been here, but yeah, I just want to go to the beach, and with no plan. I don't have like a tent. I don't know if I'm going to be sleeping here. I might get a bus back to the apartment in Playa del Carmen. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, and that feels really good. I can get a little frustrated and like tense when trying to make travel plans, and really my soul just wants to grab a small backpack and start walking. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for. Just like some natural scenery, peace, and calming nature. I was feeling a little tired of feeling cooped up in the city. Just like vendors everywhere. So this is really nice. Okay, so I'm at the beach here in Tulum, and yeah, it's really nice. It's really windy. I was just talking on the phone with a friend for a couple hours that had called me, which was really nice. It was the first person that I had really talked to since I've been here. And got a coconut for tomorrow morning, and I just ate a big avocado. I really like the avocados that I'm finding here. They're big and not as fatty as like Haas. Don't feel as bad as Haas. But I also want to show you this like moon. It's like a full moon, and it's just so bright and big tonight. Yeah, it just feels really synchronistic. I know I always feel more energetic when it's a full moon, and I typically never know. I don't keep track of the moon cycles, but every month I will get like a burst of energy or just feel really clear, and I'll just be like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm on top of my game for a few days, and then I realize that there's a full moon. So it just seems very synchronistic for me to be here tonight on the beach with like no plan or anything, and just this desire to sort of meditate out here and be in the open air and near the ocean, and then just this beautiful full moon. Feels super good. Hey, welcome back. The sun has been starting to rise. This is where I slept last night. Right here on my little towel with my sarong. It's a little cold. I probably slept like an hour or so, and not even at once, and like intervals of 10 or 20 minutes at a time maybe. So I didn't get great sleep, and I ate that avocado last night, which was a terrible mistake. I feel pretty horrible after eating that avocado, and I still feel like just got like this lump in my intestine. It's just sitting there, pretty uncomfortable. It was definitely an interesting night. I don't know if I'd call it pleasant. Feels really good that the sun's coming up. And the little intervals of sleep that I did get, I had some pretty cool dreams. I had like, the first dream I had was kind of this crazy, I think it's a night terror. I don't know if that's the word for it, but where you're like paralyzed in your sleep, and typically you think that you're awake, which I did. And you can't move your body in the dream, and it's a little freaky. So I had one of those, but it wasn't, because I've had many of those before, but this was way different. This was the most interesting dream I've had in a while. It wasn't really that unpleasant. Okay, it was actually it was pretty unpleasant. But it was just so interesting. Anyways, that's it for this video. See what I get into today, and I'll probably make another one today.